Hey guys, Jim here. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to be taking a look very quickly, very abbreviated, at the Kansept EDC Stiletto and the Kansept EDC Prymate. Now keep in mind, this is not a full, in-depth, detailed review. This is just a quick in and out look. This is the Quick Cuts channel after all. If you would like to see the fully detailed review, all you need to do is go down into the description of this video and you'll see a listing of all 5 of my YouTube channels. You click on the one that says main channel. This video will be on my main channel and you get a longer, more in-depth look. Now, let's go ahead and unbox one of these and see what it's all about. And I think I'm going to pick the purple. Oh, yeah. So here we have a titanium tube with a titanium end cap and a stainless steel keychain adapter on the end with a serpentine style necklace, which if you like, you can use this as a necklace. You can just simply pop this right on here, hanging around your neck, be one of the cool kids. Or you could put it on a keychain or just simply carry this in your pocket, which I think is probably a little bit more practical. Now, first we unscrew the titanium tube from the titanium cap. And you'll notice we got a little bit going on in here. There's some action behind these holes. And we like action-filled holes, don't we? And whatever could that be? And on the other end, we have 3 more holes, because the more holes, the merrier. Here, we're going to have a spanner tool built into the backside of the cap, which will line up with those 3 holes. And we unscrew this. And this whole thing is just put together finger tight. It's nothing crazy at all. Take that off of there and stick the spike on. Screw that in. And then put your end cap back on the other end. So basically, the spike is going to be inside of the end that has the grenade style, frag style knurling. And the cap is going to be on the end that has the holes. So it's going to go on and in from the knurled frag side. Now let's get a nice close look at the craziness of this 5 CR13 stainless steel spike. Really nicely machined. I like the fact that you've got these clean satin bevels here. And you have these additional bevels to highlight the overall shape. And then inside of the spikes bevels, they've done the micro milled pattern in there. That looks really, really good. And by the way, the tip is unbelievably sharp. It is stupid, crazy, crazy sharp. There is the Kansept logo, as well as the logo for Marco Knives, which is Marco Pannella of Italy. He's the one that designed this. So the idea here is not to have a fast, ready into action kind of weapon. What it is this is a tool. The tool is designed after a medieval weapon. However, I won't go into that whole story. That whole story will be in the fully detailed review on my other channel. So he's taken this concept and made it into a tool. So number 1, this is a really, really good ice pick. So you can certainly use it for that. You can use it as an awl. You can use it to punch through things. You need to vent something. You can certainly do that with this. Again, this is stainless steel. So you've got this piercing tip that's been Rockwell hardened to 59 HRC. So it's going to do that job very, very well. It's just not something that if it were a knife blade that you could be repeatedly cutting something over and over and over and over again and still have a keen edge. But you will have this nice sharp tip on there. So all you need to do to disassemble is just simply unscrew it. You're going to want to use your cap again. Drop that back in, and you can get this down finger tight mostly, and then you run out of threads to be able to hold on to, and then that's when you're going to need this once again. Now that's flush. Remember, the cap again goes back onto the side with the holes, and you're all set. Now that is that for the stiletto. Very slick, very cool. And then we have this guy right here. This is the Prymate, which is their version of a multi-tool pry bar, which is actually pretty darn slick. Take a look at this. Let me lay that side by side so you can get a size perspective here if you decide you wanted to carry both of these pocket tools. For $40, here's what you're getting. You're getting a solid titanium pocket pry bar that also has a bottle opener, a nail puller, flathead screwdriver, and you've got multiple hex wrenches, M4, M8, and M10. What I find unfortunate is they don't have, in the center here, they don't have a 1/4 inch hex, because if you had that, you could take any of your Torx bit drivers that you have in any of your Torx bit driver tools, drop that in there, and you would have something that's a nice solid handle to be able to twist and turn. Because there's a lot of things that we use those Torx driver kits for, from our guns to our knives to other EDC tools that we carry. So it would be nice if this mated up with that, but this is done in metric, unfortunately, so that's just the way that goes. You've also got a nice pocket clip back here, which is going to be easy to clip in many different positions into either left or right, front or back pockets, or just simply drop onto any gear that you have that has a strap or something like that. It'll clip into place on there. They did a nice job chamfering around inside of the kind of karambit style ring that you've got going on here. So it's no sharp edges on your fingers. And by the way, one more thing it's got a glass breaker. So this tiny little tip right here, you tap that onto any car window, it should shatter it instantly. 1, maybe 2 taps if you're kind of weak. But yeah, give that a good rap, and it's gonna just shatter the crap out of that glass. Anyway, that's your look at the Stiletto and at the Prymate, brand new from Kansept's new EDC line. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll catch you on the next Quickie.